Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode Open Mouse Podcast. How's everyone doing? Hello, Dr. Scorpio. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Yo, what's going on to the world? Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying?
Becoming a little too cold.
Bro, it's 11 degrees in the Midwest right now. Well, at least where I'm at right now. You know, it's about,
11
oh,
degrees.
it's
That's
staying
cold.
warm right now. Hell yeah, bro. I'm trying to get out this shit, truthfully. But that's another you dig. You know what I'm saying? It's another topic. But whole time, though, man, how you doing, Jazz? You know what I'm saying? What you got
Doing
going on?
good. I've been doing pretty good.
Okay, okay, all right. You know, how's your holiday been? Like, you feel me? What was Thanksgiving like for you and shit?
Thanksgiving was okay. It's not something that we really kind of celebrate in my household, really. I mean,
Understandable. Understandable.
not a lot of people eat turkey here. So, but we did still spend the time with the family. That's what's the important thing. But
That's a fact.
you know, it's just it just feels like everybody's too busy now.
Yeah, it's a lot happening. A lot of shifts going on. Like we literally in a shift right now, of reality, bro. So everything is changing. People are doing different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, all type of shit is happening. It's a total different shift. That's why you see all this shit happening. You know what I mean? But um, man, I'm glad you cool. I mean, I'm glad your holiday was smooth. I had a good holiday too. It was pretty
Good.
smooth, you know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that be checking in with us too. You feel me? Everybody is like consistently checking in with us. I know we been, you know what I mean, doing the life thing for real, but we got shit geared up, that's, on coming. Like we got some different content we gonna be bringing. So salute to everybody that's actually been chopping in with us and just wanting to tap in and get a point of view as well, or any artist that want to jump on the platform, or anybody else that's been just been rocking with us all this time. You feel me? But
Yeah,
with
we're
that
trying
being
to do different shows, and
yeah,
and it's just something with our co-hosts. Everybody has they're in different time zones, but we're trying to go ahead and bring out a little bit more stuff. But
yeah, we got some shit
hey,
going on. Yeah,
there's
man.
always a lot of things to talk about.
Well,
Everything in the world, like there's always something.
Well, truthfully, you know what I'm saying? Since just want to acknowledge everybody real quick. Everybody's tapping in. And of course, if you want to tap in, you can definitely tap in with us at any point. Artists, please tap in. Business owners, poets, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But as we, proceed, I kind of wanted to chop it up with you about this situation with Billy Carson. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. Like
A little bit,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, I know we kind of chopped it up about some of the stuff prior to like this particular situation, but apparently I just see it like it's too much like hate for indigenous people who have built stuff for themselves, who want to make a name for themselves or have built a legacy, and they want to uplift people and help people or share with whatever they created with the world. They don't get the recognition that they truly deserve a lot of the time because niggas are literally just hate. They just don't want niggas to succeed so bad to the point where like it's just consistent hate no matter what niggas is doing. And Billy Carson is somebody who is consistent with helping people, doing things for people, sharing information that he don't have to share. You know what I mean? Touching the people. Like, I really don't understand why there's so much hate for this nigga because he gives his own point of view about the origin of creation or the story, you know what I'm saying? Or just his viewpoints on the Anunnaki or any kind of, translations from that cuneiform or any other ancient information that he's giving his point of view from his reference points, his research. You know what I'm saying? How is there a
Yeah.
problem with that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's been a lot of different, you know, things I've seen like over the year, this year specifically, and I've been noticing like why is people just wanting people to be failures because they don't agree with them and or they don't like you a Christian, he's something else, so you can't fuck with him. It's like, bro, nobody cares about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, the guy got on, you know, I guess Billy, his close friend, neighbor, something like that,
Uh-huh.
invited him over to do a live stream, but it was supposed to be, I guess, a chill live stream. And the nigga got on there looking for clout, trying to debate him on some type of text that was supposed to be verifying the crucifixion, and it's supposed to be pretty much a derivative of like this Greek version of the Bible, more or less words, right?
Okay.
And they're arguing about the particular part where Jesus is crucified and if it's actually in the document or is it not in the document. And personally, it's like, okay, so let's just say you debate somebody who brings a multitude of different things to a
Uh-huh.
platform that they share to the world. How can you get on here and talk about one thing like that and then basically minuscule this nigga's whole life work to this one thing that the nigga could have maybe been not as accurate about or arguably someone can give pushback on? No one
Yeah.
care. Are y'all serious? Like, you sound retarded. The nigga look like a fucking monkey. First of all, the nigga look like an ape. You know what I'm saying? The nigga's a goofy and he just searching for clout. And I'm just like, this nigga looks like a goofy, looks like some niggas just pushing religion on people or trying to get niggas to follow his cause by using religion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, let's stop it. Like, this nigga don't beg you to follow him. Billy Carson ain't begging people to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? So I just seen that. I want to acknowledge that because I've been watching shit happen with him and Terrence
Yeah.
Howard and other people who have tried to share their intellectual property. And it's like a lot of these racist ass niggas, these goofies, like this continuous like gatekeeping bullshit. Like, oh, I can't let the niggas in because I'm gonna give them pushback and shit. But meanwhile, we let everybody in our shit with no questions asked. Anybody, anything that we are, you know, currently holding within our possession as far as culture is concerned,
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying, or we're gatekeeping as far as what I mean, art or any of that. We let niggas in, especially if niggas can make money off of it. We let them in immediately. If there's some type of monetary gain, niggas
Yeah.
ready to do business with you. Whether you're Arab, a Chinese nigga, anything. They don't give a fuck. These niggas, they want to gatekeep everything for themselves. Everything in the inner circle. So Terrence Howard presenting this information. Nobody want to listen to him. They taking them as a joke. All this bullshit. When the niggas presented all this stuff, has created all these different patents, and everything the niggas saying is making logical sense, but they can't just give it to him because this bullshit process that they have, these politics. You know what I'm saying? But that was just something I seen, man. I really just want to salute Terrence Howard. I want to salute Billy Carson. I want to give a salute to all the other niggas that's doing work, real work, that's uplifting the people, helping the people, from a conscious perspective,
That's
whether it be business, yeah, spirituality, whatever it may be. And it don't gotta be differences because niggas are on different sides of the spectrum. If you
true.
like blue and I like red, okay, cool. But guess what? We both like colors though, right? So let's
Right.
let's stand on some mutual ground. You know what I'm saying? Let's stand on something that niggas can actually stand on. We can't stand on no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But
That's true.
I just wanted to acknowledge, I just wanted to chop. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe one day Billy Carson may see some shit I do. Maybe one day, you know what I mean? Terrence Howard may see some shit I say. You know what I'm saying? Or listen to one of my records or something. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them, man. And I'm not always stand for niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to chop. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get my acknowledgement for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
So today, there's always something new every day. Like the news is just basically drama right now. There's so much going on.
Right.
But there was the one thing that really stand out today. One of the things that stand out today was the Papoose and the Remy Ma relationship that they're having on right now. The drama that they're having. Remy Ma is a little in her feelings. What's so funny?
Because
I
I just
mean, what
seen
do you
what you.
think about that? Basically, Papoose is
Mm-mm-mm.
who's he seeing
Mm-mm-mm.
Clarissa? What's her name? The
Clarissa Shields, I think,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Something
Clarissa,
like
yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
Shields, excuse me. Yeah. Is she
And
a
Remy Ma
boxer
had
or
to
what is
go ahead and
she?
make a pose, like she was talking shit.
So the Carissa Seal, I'm not as familiar with her. What does she do? Do you know anything about
She's a
her?
boxing
Right, I thought she
champion.
was a
Yeah.
boxer, right? Okay,
Yes. So
I think
she's
Remy Ma
trying
need to
to
sit
talk
down
shit to her. She's
on
gonna
this
whoop
one.
her ass. I mean,
Hmm.
she needs to stop. Remy Ma is like, first of all, I don't think it's right for her to do it when she did it publicly. She cheated on
Right.
him. You know,
It's
when
oh boy, this is crazy.
it's like it went crazy. It's like, okay, you could go ahead and do it, and you wanted him to be quiet, basically not to talk shit. But now you're here
Right.
talking shit.
You know what this really, and I was talking to my shorty about this earlier today, right? And you know what
Uh-huh.
this parallels to me a lot?
What?
The Megan and Tory situation. A lot. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, salute to Papoose. Papoose means Indian child. He already knew niggas was indigenous. He already was on that shit, and he one of the coldest, most underrated lyricists.
Yes.
So let's salute to Papoose. He one of them niggas. Outside of that, um, yeah. So let's just start from the like. It's like you really
Yeah.
have to
Start
start
from the
from the
beginning.
yes. You know what I'm saying? Because if you woke up and seen this shit, you'd be like, "What the fuck?" Papoose
I
has
mean,
been
and we
there for
know
the.
from the beginning. I mean, how long were they together? Remy Ma and Papoose were together for
Oh
a while,
man,
and she
12
was
years,
locked up.
13 years. Yeah, 12,
And
13
she
years
was
probably.
locked up.
Or
He was
almost maybe
out
about
here in
10.
this world trying to take care of business while she was in there. He was trying to take care of her kids, and while she was in there, he was being loyal and everything like that. He waited for her. And the minute she
Oh,
comes out, she loses
mm,
weight. She starts going back into the music industry, and
of
boom, what
course, of
happened?
course. It's like this, right? So like, okay, because I'm like, it's just too funny. So if you start from the top for real, obviously Remy Ma, like you said, she get out of jail, right?
Yeah,
So Remy get out of jail. Once Remy get out of jail, she start her thing, do whatever. She was even beefing with Nicki for a little bit. She was doing whatever, doing some rap shit. They was doing their thing and shit. Fast forward, they decide to make this rap league. They start that business. They get a big bag for that. They start hiring people, doing certain stuff. Apparently, they hired this guy, or they want to sign him to their label or something. That they Because they got a label and they also got some other business ventures. So they big, they get into some money as a couple, as a family type shit. Um, Eventually, Easy the block captain, he comes into the situation. I don't know if he was just gonna be signed or if he was just somebody that was just gonna be in the rap league and he was gonna get a deal based off that, or he was gonna get some money based off that. Um, and that's what it was supposed to be. Or if he was interning, it was something like that, right? He comes on board. He obviously they hire him, they fuck with him, they like him. Papoose, he sees him, he fucks with him. They like you can come on board some type of way. He slip in and remember me, I start fucking around pretty much, more or less to the store. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
So
And
you know what I'm saying?
that was
As
somebody close to him that Remy Ma fucked with.
pretty much. I
And
Yeah,
then
right.
and it was all out there. It was all out there. That Remy Ma cheated on Papoose and everything. And she was looking bad. She,
Yeah, she looking rough right now. She's
yeah.
looking real rough right
But
now.
now it's like now the tables have turned. It's like now he's
Hmm.
seeing someone, and she's trying to
Hmm.
talk shit.
Yeah, it is because this is the crazy part. Like, because this what I'm saying, right? So you have that scenario going on. So now you have a nigga that was finna be signed, or you know, they was gonna break bread with, but this nigga sneak in, start fucking on, bro, start
Yeah,
fucking
and
on Remy, right?
that guy already knew the situation. It's like, why are you gonna go ahead and try to get in the middle of that? If you
So,
know they're together, why would you go ahead and really, well, again, it's our opinion. Why would
man,
you fuck him over? Why would you fuck
it's
over
many
Papoose and
different
go to Remy
reasons.
Ma?
He don't. Well, I don't know how cool they was prior to this happening because they could have some history prior to this happening. The Easy the block captain and Papoose, but
Sure.
generally
But
speaking, though, he's a man that's Remy Ma. and she gave him a look. He gave her one back. He approached her, said something. She's kind of said something, and then they kind of it just progressed. It was just something that
Because she
kind of
didn't stop
was.
it either. She didn't stop
She
it
didn't want to
either. She
stop
could have
it.
stopped it because
He
she knew. Come
didn't,
on.
and it's like you got to think like this is a nigga, and he like this celebrity girl want me. I'm finna do that.
Right.
He
He
that's
ain't
all
gonna
he
say
thinking
no.
about. He don't give a
He
fuck
ain't
what he
gonna
got.
say no,
He ain't
to
finna
her
say
or
no.
anything like that.
He not finna say no. So he like, yeah, I'm finna do this. Plus, it's like if I fuck on her and get in with her for real, I'm in this bitch regardless. Like whether you like me or not, this bitch like me. So it's over. That's
And
kind
so,
of how he thinking.
and for Papoose, having this all over, this is something that it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't cool for him. He
So
didn't
it's
like it. It was all out there, and
well, the thing is, that's why I'm like, okay, so this happens, right? They start fucking around. Papoose, finds out he knocked Buddy out. Sometimes, and then of course, we don't hear too much about it because I don't, for one, this is happening where, it's somewhere clearly we're not at and we're not in the city or in the media circles or anything like that. So we on the outside. So we might not have immediately all details and some stuff could just be allegations. But
yeah,
they was like, yeah, Buddy knocked him out. We was like, okay, why? And then it went back to when that all started from the nigga, he was freestyling somebody or he was in a rap battle and he
yeah,
said a line that could be looked at like a diss to Papoose to a degree,
r-
but nobody really knows the back. It wasn't all public.
no,
Then the guy that was going against Easy, he broke down the whole thing and pretty much told everybody that he was fucking on Remy Ma. I can't remember Buddy's name, but basically that whole story comes out in a battle, but nothing gets confirmed. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So everybody's quiet, nobody's speaking on nothing. Everybody's just being cool about it. Today we wake up and the shit
And
show
we see
happens.
this,
Now you see this, and it confirms what happened 5 months ago because this was about 5, 6 months ago when all this shit happened. So this confirms all that because Papoose didn't say nothing, they didn't say nothing, and from the looks of it, they hired a PR team to take care of a lot of stuff because
right,
when I was talking to my shorty about this, she was like, I'm like, oh yeah, this situation happened with Buddy. And she was like, what you mean? What happened with Buddy? And da, 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 da. And I was like, you don't remember this? And she's like, well, I kind of do remember it, but that was like a long time ago. I was like, no, it wasn't. And I'm like, see, that's
right,
that's what I'm saying. That's how PR works. They play on the psyche. They play on people knowing about something for a limited amount of time because the attention span is already low as fuck. So if
right.
you put some counter information out against the information you want to suppress, and you maybe remove all the information that maybe you don't want out there or try your best to keep it at a minimum, people will
Yeah,
kind of just forget about it for the most part. Like
yes.
they won't even remember this shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So
And
when
then
she,
again, when it get brought up, it seems like it was a while ago when it just happened, like you said.
it just
I
happened
say
five
it was
months ago.
longer.
Because nothing was confirmed. It was big for a moment,
Right,
but nothing was really confirmed. Everybody was quiet because it was like, don't talk about it. If you talk about it, it confirms it. So don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Now Remy Ma coming out talking about some Papoose is dealing with this girl or whatever the case may be or something. And to me personally, I'm just kind of like, well, you never spoke on Easy the Block Captain anyway. So I kind of don't care what Papoose is doing as of now. You kind of got to say what we was talking about 6 months ago. And from the looks of it,
right.
Papoose
For
come out
him
and
to get
said,
to this situation, because
correct.
obviously something made him to go ahead and do this. He didn't just do this. Again, he was there for you this whole
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be interesting because, like I said, I was watching my social media, and that's all they
Mm-hmm.
talked about today about Remy Ma really taking shots on social media, Papoose new girl, and they're gonna go ahead and fight her. Like they
This
even
is
try to
looking.
say
Yeah,
they
I
want to
heard about
fight.
that.
Like
I
they
heard
want to go
about
ahead
that.
and put out a boxing fight. I'm like,
I
what?
heard about
It's
that.
like
I don't
now,
know.
now it's like it seems like, oh, okay, you guys are doing a little too much. Are you guys doing this for publicity too?
That was also a speculation of mine 6 months ago because the rap league was still kind of in infant stages or somewhat like it hadn't transcended just yet. So
Yeah,
I was feeling like maybe this was a promotional move for that or some other shit, but nothing really came about it, right? So now you know this was a real occasion. So from that, going forward, it's looking like Remy and Miles looking real ridiculous. Sorry, is what it
Yeah.
is. She talked about this nigga like his ass played with or some weird shit, and I'm like, why is this the go to every time y'all look dumb? Every time y'all look dumb, a nigga's doing something gay or something. But here's the thing: let's just say Buddy was on that. You was doing it with him, so willingly. So why are you trying to say something now, bitch?
Right. Now you're
No,
saying something. It's like there's a
sorry.
reason why this
Mm-mm.
is happening, and you're in your feelings right now.
Mm-mm.
Maybe you should have thought about your actions before
Mm-hmm.
him reacting to what has
Mm-hmm.
happened.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't confirmed, but I'm
Right.
sure it was talked about behind closed doors. And Papoose just found out the truth from her, and now it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do me.
Right. And now
And
because you got the situation with Freddie Gibbs that happened earlier this year as well. It's the
yeah,
same thing.
but
She
but
she
she's
po
like
she posted
talking
a nigga some nigga ass on there and like, oh, this is Freddie, and it's like that, and then he come out later and say, well, I never confirmed that was Freddie's for real. I just posted that picture. It's like, get
right.
your stupid ass on. You look dumb. You sound dumb, and you trying to like support that shit with fake, like, come on, fake content. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, talk about some. Yeah, I'm gonna just say one
And
more
now it's
thing.
gonna have people
What you
now
talking about?
tuning in. It's like, okay, what's gonna happen here? Because
Mm,
obviously it looks like, okay, she's yeah. We're just waiting for Clarissa to say something.
it's a divorce happening. They're getting everything together for that. And Papoose is pretty much saying that she didn't want a divorce him because it looks, for one, it looks stupid. It looks bad, and what is she? It just does. It's not a good look all around. It's many reasons why, but he like, I'm straight. She trying to press, obviously, because she the one even saying something. If he wanted her to look bad, he could have been made her look bad. And according to her, his PR team wasn't really doing enough to make her, look better or to spare her in
Right.
certain aspects, which is why I was saying why this correlates Tori and Megan to me, because initially Tori's team was like, as a response, saying certain stuff, or I guess posting stuff, something like that, in an attempt to pretty much just, save face for Tori, which is that's they're doing their job. You know what I'm saying? But in a sense of where it can be counteractive if a person is also doing the same thing.
Uh huh.
So from her perspective, it's like your PR team is saying stuff that's not true. So let me clear the air and just say this. This is what happened. Now, here's the thing. I can't agree with that or not agree with that because I've never been in that situation, right? But generally speaking, though, that's why all of this really took place. You know what I'm saying? So now you have Papoose or whatever business, situation they have where they've hired a PR team or his PR team or whatever. They're not really sparing her on the accusations. They're not
Right.
coming out making statements. They're not really
Right.
doing nothing. And she doesn't like that. But my whole point is, no, I haven't even thought about Remy Ma Papoose since then. The only time I even see I see Papoose, he rapping or doing something for his kids or something. I don't really, and I just leave it at that. I haven't even thought about that shit since then. I was just like, okay,
That's what I'm
whatever.
saying. All of a sudden, this
So
pops up today. Like what? But
that's my whole
we're
point
gonna
about
see
it.
what happens.
Yeah, but this is another thing I thought about as this was occurring. That's what made me understand. Okay, so they were saying how Beyonce and Jay-Z going through some shit as well. Now I don't
Yeah.
know how true that could be, but
Right.
since this all these different, it was just like this makes sense now. If it is true, it makes sense.
I
You
mean, and
see,
that's the thing, though. I mean, they're going through their own thing because, allegedly, Jay Z got accused, just a few days ago,
right?
accused about,
So
basically being with a younger girl.
I'm not gonna speak freely, like because it's I'm gonna touch on this real quick because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speak freely about some shit like that. Mainly because Just niggas wasn't present. All
Yeah.
I can say though is, niggas have brought up certain things like Foxy Brown or Aaliyah and said stuff like, oh, well, Jay-Z was messing with them and they was real young or something. And they said that for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
People that's been rumored for a long time. No one's
Mm.
done anything about it. Foxy Brown's never came out and said nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So nobody around Aaliyah's camp or anybody, they never came out
Right.
and confirmed it and said, hey, Jay-Z was. So it's like it's I don't know. It just looks kind of weird. But generally speaking, this accusation I feel like is lifeless. The attorney is just kind of doing anything he can to, he trying to keep his foot on niggas' necks. If he can
Right.
get a bag out of this, he gonna find a way to get a bag or publicity. He's gonna do it. Um, I don't feel like much is really gonna come of this, especially you talking about something like this. Okay, so if the person was 13 at the time, how old was Jay Z? This nigga's damn near 50 now. You know what I'm saying? So
And this was
if you
like about at least 20, 25 years.
you get what I'm
So
saying,
yeah, he was in his early 20s.
so here's my thing. All this he saw you on the streets and shit. I'm not buying that. I mean, like, yeah, but I ain't buying it, bro. This nigga not walking down the fucking street and picking out 13-year-olds and telling them to get in the car. Dude, like, knock it off, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, knock that shit off. You are in some type of mutual, friend situation where people are either trying to get you signed or get you seen or you already are doing something. That is where people are at, where they're connecting with people. They're not connecting with 13-year-olds on the street and tell them to get in their car. I just don't buy that. Sorry. Now, if you find some niggas who do touch the ground and touch the people and say, yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm sure family members of certain people and inner circles and friends and stuff, yeah, those people can be of access. And if they have children or friends or cousins, yeah, then them people probably can be of access. And they, oh, you want to go to this person's house, or oh, you want to go do this, and they invite us to come do this. You want to come, or yeah, I can see that. You know what I mean? So, like, for instance, the situation with um what's his name, Tiffany Haddish and Bro earlier this year, or was that last
Who?
year? Tiffany Haddish and
Oh, okay.
gosh, I don't know why I'm not remembering his name right now. But they had a situation with the whole skit where the underage kids was looking crazy in it and all that. And the way
Okay.
that situation occurred was family, friends of or I'm sorry, friends of Tiffany Haddish had children. They were all real close. They treat each other like family. So of course she's treating the kids like, they nieces
Like
or
family.
nephews and
Yeah.
shit. Right. So they like, yeah, well, if you want to start acting, you want to get in the industry, well, I can mentor you. Why don't you come do some skits, do some stuff with me? I'll give you some training and stuff. And then
Mhm.
that situation occurs, right? So from there, they looking at it like you exploited the situation because you knew us and this and that. So it's like, okay, those situations can occur. You can meet somebody, get close with people, or you can have friends or family. All that niggas wasn't famous since they came out the pussy. So they gonna know regular people. So it's stuff like that will occur, but it's more on a level where that's where it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finding this convincing that Diddy was just put, hey, get this 13, get that girl. It's like, come on, bro, like
Right.
stop it, bro. Like, and I'm not saying get that, and I'm not saying like that wouldn't happen, but I'm saying on a level like you see a girl and you thought a 13-year-old was a grown woman. Stop it, like for real. Cause my whole point is like, okay, so if you was walking down the street for a fucking grown ass man to be looking at you at 13 or 14 to be like, yo, get in the car, what was you doing?
Right.
What was you
It,
doing? So if you was 13, 14 and a grown ass man said, come get in my car,
you
what
shouldn't
was
be
you
going
on?
to somebody's
What was you
car
no, well, I
unless
mean,
if
but
there was
girl,
a reason. Unless if then you like again,
unless there was
they
a
would have to have a
reason.
reason to lure them. Like okay, they also sing and promise them contracts or like you say,
If there's
maybe
some
mentor
connection
them.
for real, yeah, there's no the did okay, R. Kelly. All
Hmm.
these things have happened. How? Because people were trying to get record deals. They were this, they were that. They were connected some way to get in the inner circle to get to the nigga. They can't
Right,
just, the nigga ain't just picking up. No.
but you know what? Like you said, it's not like they're gonna just go pick up young girls. Okay,
Yeah,
remember,
nigga ain't. Come on, dude, stop this
if
shit,
there's
dude.
a young girl, there's parents, and so you have to talk to the
Hmm.
parents. So the parents have to take at some fault.
So hold on. This is what I'm talking like, John. I'm like, I mean, like, yo, hold on. So what you saying is a 13, because that's what I think that if I'm remembering correctly, she said she was
That,
13, right?
that yeah.
So a 13-year-old was able to leave the crib, go missing for hours, and practically stay
Well,
out
I'm
all
saying,
night.
right.
Because
I'm
what
not.
you saying, so what you saying, they picked up at 5 and dropped off at 9 back
Oh,
home?
it's like no. I'm saying that
That's
they
what
met
I'm
the
like.
parents, and the parents are letting it. So the parents are acknowledge that their child is going with this
So
grown
even
ass
that,
man.
that's what I'm talking about. Listen, so a 13-year-old again spent, because like I said, so they spent a few hours with her and dropped her off. Like, no. If they took her to a party, this is an all night, a Diddy party. This is like a 2-day party. So a 13-year-old went to Diddy's all night party, and the parents didn't ask no questions. They didn't, contact nobody. They
Because
didn't
it's like,
nothing.
oh my gosh, my daughter is getting invited to Piggy Diddy's,
And it's like, wait a minute. So you was at Diddy's party all day? I mean, for a whole day, and you was with this nigga for 24 hours. You not contacting nobody. You not saying that. You not making no public statements. You not trying to get nobody sued. You not trying to nothing. No,
It's
or
like the
like you
same thing
said,
with the R.
uh,
Kelly thing. Like if the parents did not know that the daughters were going to go record at the studio all night or late
it's
hours.
like this is my thing, bro. Bro, stop it. It's like,
Unless
listen, man,
if the parents did not know at all, but it's like
dog.
your
If
parents are
you
not gonna know that okay, that they try to mentor
and then this
you
is
as
like
well.
this, bro. Let's yo, I can see, and now to a degree, I can kind of see a nigga finessing somebody's parents and saying, like, let's play into the scenario. He sees his little girl, tell her, oh, okay, you want to come with me? Yeah. Okay, where's your parents? Okay, let's go meet your parents. They go meet the parents, say, yo, I'm trying to sign her. She's really talented. She can do this and that. It's a party tonight. I want to take her. Is it okay if she
Right.
attends? Yeah, okay. Boom. Then she take her. They
And they don't
allow
realize
to
that she
go.
comes back 2 days later or something.
Or whatever the case may be, or whatever happens, right?
Yeah.
That's not believable, but it is enough for a person to understand. Like, it sounds like something out of a movie. It doesn't sound really believable, really. But generally speaking, let's just say that happened. Okay. So you come back home a day later at 13 and they doing this with you, and they don't think that your parents gonna know. They don't think you're gonna tell
Right.
nobody. They don't think nobody's gonna find out. It's like, come on, bro. Like, it's real people that's like legitimately trying to get they got fucked over for real, and they just do. And niggas like this is trying to eat off this nigga, like, bro. So Jay-Z had sex with a 13-year-old, bro. And I'm sorry to even say that because I don't know if we can even say that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was chasing cupcakes for real. Like, stop it. Y'all be better off moving with the other thing. Now the other thing is supposedly this girl, that was pregnant, you know, that got deleted or something or whatever happened, right? You know what I'm saying? And they was saying that it was Jay-Z's baby and that type
Right.
situation.
Yes.
Now,
There was
even
the
even
sister.
that, right? Even that is, it's like, we don't have no evidence of nothing.
We
All we
don't.
can do is say, yeah, I don't know. Again, so that whole situation, and I can't speak so much on it because I don't know all the details exactly, so it's hard to really speak on it. But it's niggas that are speaking on it. It's Jaguar Wright, excuse me. She talk about it a lot. It's another white nigga. He be excuse me. He be talking about it a lot too. Um, it's another nigga who be talking about it a lot. So it's but moral of the story is it's a lot of people that's out there with that information. So if niggas do want to tap into that, learn more about that situation, just type it in.
Well,
YouTube's your best friend. You know what I mean?
at the end of the day, it's out there, whatever, the accusations are,
hmm I don't know.
JC.
I
I mean,
don't. This new one, I mean, that one is actually really old and it's resurfaced. But this
yeah.
new shit, um, I'm looking at it like, lifeless. It's just real ridiculous. So 20 years ago, you gonna prove that he did something to you with you're not so no text messages, no SMS, no nothing, no email. What was you doing? How was you
Right.
contacting
Back
him
then,
at
it wasn't
13?
like that.
Yeah, how was you contacting this grown ass nigga at 13, at 14? This is why it brings me back to the question I said was, what was you doing? If a nigga saw you on the street for real and told you get in the car, what was you
Right, because
doing?
back
What was you
then, that's
doing?
what it was. Back then, if it was, again, when they were younger, what, 25, 30 years,
What were you doing? I'm not buying it. So
that's a lot of, yeah,
it's
that's
a
a
lot
lot
of
that we
13 and
still don't
14 year
know.
old. It's a lot of 13 and 14-year old working little girls too that shouldn't be doing that. You feel me? That go
Yeah.
against the whole ism principle. You know what I'm saying? So, because
So,
real pimps ain't prostituting no 13 and 14-year old women. Sorry, little girls. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And real pimps will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Real max. Anybody that's dealing with any type of, you know what I mean? Any type of time that's doing that, they're not dealing with no underage girls. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So, but there are people who do. And
yeah,
especially in New York,
a lot of places,
a
including
lot of
here in
places,
Vegas, too.
where something like that was occurring in the early 2000s and 90s heavily. So, especially before some of these like human trafficking laws and stuff like that, that really took effect for real. Yeah, that stuff could have actually been happening. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so if a nigga saw you on the street at 13 and was like, yo, you need to slide to where I'm going, how was you dressed? What did you look like? You know what I'm saying? What were you really doing? Where was y'all really at? It's not adding up. You know what I'm saying? I see plenty of 13
Well,
year
and that's
olds
the thing.
today,
It's
and
just the beginning of it. And so now they
it's
have
not
to really
correlating.
investigate. It's like, what went on?
It's not
How were they
correlating.
able to end up at the parties?
It's not correlating. Yeah. Even
Yeah.
like it's a girl, the Allie Carter girl. I'm not sure if you heard about her, where she speaks
Mm.
on being, human trafficking and shit like that, which is very serious shit and all type of shit, relative to these parties where, underage people are and they getting abused and hurt, stuff like that, right? Some of that kind of don't all make sense, but there's truth to it. You know what I'm saying? It all don't correlate 100% to something that you maybe have heard before, or you can say, yeah, this rationally, I can agree with how this, take place. Some of it you may not, agree with, but it's a lot of it that's probably true. Some stuff I kind of maybe don't agree with is some of it is just how she's getting to these parties. You know what I'm saying? They talk about niggas are just talking to these pimps that's dealing with these underage girls, and they just come to these parties and just get hurt and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, I can believe it, but like in a certain aspect to where you saying this nigga Diddy specifically did this for real, it's like I need a lot more.
And today I saw that there was three more allegations against
Right.
Diddy.
You see what I'm saying? It's like if you
But
talking direct people, like okay, if you said a situation happened between Albie Short and the nigga, okay. You said something happened with Kim Porter and dude, okay. Any other person that was connected to him at some point with actual proof that they were connected to him at a point, I will say okay. But if you just
but
telling me the nigga contacted some nigga with these kids, it's just like
it's like he's like, yeah.
it's kind of like it just makes me just like okay, bro. So get more detailed. stop just saying
Well, and that's the
this
thing,
broad shit.
though. It's
Get
something that
detailed.
it's something that's been building up. They've been building up this case, so they have all this stuff. It just hasn't come out yet. It's just the beginning. So now it's like
That's why I'm like, yeah,
more
I
and
guess
more
you're right on
people
that.
coming out, and the thing is, though, how
Hmm.
true, like you say, how true is all these allegations? Because now it's like
Hmm.
it's something every day, something a new allegation,
That's
something
where yeah, that's where
some
I'm
new
at.
person comes out, and then
Yeah, yeah,
a lot of people are using that for clout too. Come on, it's like they want to be having that attention. It's like, oh yeah, I had part of, I was at Diddy's party, okay,
period.
and
Period. Yeah, period. And I got a new album out, or I got a
right
clothing
now I got a
line,
new album,
or I'm
or
selling
like how we were
ass.
talking about Jamie
Look what I'm
Foxx,
doing. It's just whatever niggas is doing. Whatever broad doing it, that's popping pussy, or whatever nigga that's doing something that got something going on, he want niggas involved with it. They're all jumping at clout. Whoever it could be. So it's just something that just happens with everything. So that's why I kind of can't really just jump on everybody saying that they did that or did whatever all the time.
right,
If you can't give real information on it because it's so whatever, then you need to like find a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give out this. Just say people doing something that don't get. You don't have no proof that they
right.
doing it.
You better have that backup to
Have
go
the
ahead.
real.
Yeah,
You in a day and age where accusations are. It's a form of like. It's just a finesse. Like it's a quick money play. Like
right.
I can
That's what they're
accuse
all
you of
trying
something
to
and get
use it
paid.
for.
Yeah. Period. And especially when I'm a certain type of person or individual, I can play, things to my benefit. Like I could just say, yeah, I'm this type of person. This nigga target me because I'm this. So yeah, pay me. Niggas, I pay
But
the
and,
nigga.
and that's the
Come on,
thing,
man.
though, and that's how it is that people they try to go ahead and get involved in drama, saying that supposedly something happened with a celeb, and sorry,
Right. Right.
and
No stress.
and basically then it comes out that it's a lie, you know,
Right. Right.
coming
Right.
out saying, "Oh, well, supposedly they were the ones had an affair with this one of the guys." So say like, okay, like how many women came out saying that they slept with Offset, and how
Yo.
many of those were true, how many weren't at all, right?
Exactly.
So people have been doing this, just like you said, try to get some kind of money out of it.
Exactly. And I think that's why I left it at, what I mean, I left it at, the basis of niggas is cloud chasing, and I never tried to do more than, you know, or sorry, look at this shit more than what they, more than what's being displayed. Because if I can't even truly even believe what niggas is saying, and the whole demo don't even look like it's solid, I can't really even. Not even. It's not credible enough. We don't even know who this person is. You know what I
Right,
mean? A lot of this should be like, yeah, not saying that niggas can't be fucked over. Yes, they can. But here's the craziest part about that. If niggas is truly fucked over and they in these certain situations, they will have proof they were in these situations. They will have some type of thing that connects them to niggas.
well, and
So
that's the
the
thing,
only thing
though.
I can say is, like you just said, we gotta
But
wait to see the trial
yeah,
or
because
whatever.
again,
So
they
I
found
don't
all that
know.
stuff. They got a lot of stuff out of Diddy's house. Remember that. They went and they
Right,
searched his house. There was a lot of evidence or stuff that they thought is evidence that they can put in this trial. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And this is something that's gonna go on for a while because this is so high profile, like it's huge. It's not just gonna affect him or his family, but everybody in Hollywood that had been to these parties or
right,
that have gone too far, in these parties.
right,
They were talking about how some people even already have left the country. Allegedly, they left for other reasons, but they were also involved in these parties.
right.
So it's gonna be how you say it? Well, it's gonna distract us for a while. It's going to distract us.
Hmm.
It's gonna it's gonna
Hmm.
be like
Oh my gosh,
something
dude.
else is gonna go on.
It's some major shit happening. Cause what's this nigga shit? This nigga trial is in what, May? I think it is.
Yeah, and he already
I
got
think it's in
denied from
May.
bail like 3 times.
So in May there's going to be some major things occurring, but we're gonna be looking at the Diddy trial, and there's gonna be some other things happening around that time that's gonna be kind of just taking up space, like prior to him going on trial and things like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of shit happening where that's gonna be the focal point, especially from a media standpoint. But if that's what's happening from a media standpoint, we need to be looking in the background and figuring out what's happening, just in case it's something we should be aware of. You get what I'm saying?
Well, and that's the
So,
thing.
hmm
People should already be paying attention. There's a lot of things going around
hmm
this world that
right
we're not
now,
really paying
period.
attention because we are distracted with these things,
That's
between,
that's that's everything. Yeah. So,
yes, all this
yeah,
stuff. And that's why it keeps coming out in the media because they want us to be distracted with all this stuff
yeah.
where
See,
we're not really seeing the outside of it.
this is why I want to also I also want to acknowledge. I don't know if you had any time to watch the Jamie Foxx you dig that just
I
came out.
haven't watched it at all yet. No, I haven't had the chance to go ahead and watch it, but I have heard other people's opinion. Have you watched it?
I have watched it. I enjoyed it. I got a couple things that I took from it, and I got it's a couple things I took from it, and I got one thing I didn't like. For one, and I'm saying all this because I'm a real Jamie Foxx fan. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's just number one. But then going forward from that statement, I'll just say this: it's a really good show, and it's his like coming back almost kind of you know like event or outing per se, where a lot of people
Yeah,
saw him live since he got sick. So which that was the opening. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I'm sure wherever he did these other little shows at, which
Uh-huh.
is this is the crazy part. Why did niggas know about this? I guess you had to be in Atlanta, I guess, because it was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm like, nigga just jumped on the radio one day, like, yeah, Jamie Foxx had this show. He said, woo out the damn. It's like, when did he have the damn show? Like, that wasn't that should have been a national kind of thing. Like, what niggas couldn't
Mhm.
attend that? Like, but I don't know. That's why it all just seemed weird anyway. So you got that aspect to it. Then you have the aspect where um the nigga basically, well, I can't say him, but people, they pretty much alluded to Jamie Foxx saying that Diddy put him in the position that he was in. And he said nothing of the sort. You know what I'm saying? And they also were saying how he's the one who got the people involved, and that's how the whole thing got, spearheaded on Diddy being locked up. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for some of that. It never happens. All he do is kind of say some jokes. He don't really say anything to where he could really be alluding for real,
To
for real.
confirm it or anything like that.
He kind of just be like, I don't know what really happened. That was a joke and shit. He not really giving no real whatever. He kind of acknowledges it because that's what was said. But even then, I don't know. It's
But why
just
even bring it up
why
then?
bring it
It's
up, I
like,
guess.
I mean, there's no point unless if you kind of, again, kind of using that as the stepping stool to promote
Period. Period.
your
Because
new
the only thing I can
stuff.
say is for them to be even somewhat close at a point of time, um, it says a lot for him to allow that narrative to exist without saying anything publicly about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if he was okay with that shit being said for the longest time and was like, yeah, okay, this is cool. Um, like what what I mean? What are they really dealing with? Like he clearly don't care that that's the narrative. That was the narrative for the whole 4 months of waiting for this to come out, or 3 months, whatever it was. So niggas was pretty much saying this shit since Diddy was locked up. When did Diddy get locked up? Um, not
Wasn't too long
June,
ago.
July, August or something. So since about August or something or whatever point niggas knew and caught wind of this coming out. That's been the narrative. That when he said his opening statement was Diddy did this shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what he was. He didn't say that at all. He really was saying like we really kind of don't know what really happened, and we still don't know. But I'm happy to be alive. That's pretty much what he was saying. And I was looking at that shit like, dude, why are y'all running with this narrative that he's saying this and that?
Right.
Because
Right.
he says
Just
nothing.
that
He
one
says
little
nothing
piece
about
that
that.
ran with it, you know?
And my thing is, because okay, if the people is involved in anything you got going on, I don't think niggas would want to make any jokes about it. Like they could just not talk about it. They could just go to the next topic. Like when niggas have real shit going on, I don't see them or perceive people to be so talkative about that. Even to be, I'm just saying some shit to kind of, I don't really see that. So it's just kind of weird. Like, why is niggas even making this a narrative? So it's like, oh, this was just promotion, or this was just to get niggas in tune. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that shit like, you know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at that shit like, it was just, just a play niggas was running. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was trying to get bread or pull niggas in for,
Well,
the streams and shit, especially from a Netflix perspective.
well, yeah, and
So
again, and they ran
yeah,
with that part
they
because they
ran
knew
with
they were
that.
gonna go ahead and get some kind of attention. They were gonna catch everybody's attention, you
And
know?
also they got
Like,
this Diddy shit that's on Netflix or supposed to be happening on Netflix as well. So they have that. It's a lot of promotional things happening. So that kind of threw me for a loop because I'm like, Jamie doesn't need to
to do that.
nigga. He doesn't need to say anything. Yeah, like it's unnecessary because that also is, regardless of whatever the nigga accusations could be, that's also this nigga's life that he's dealing with. That's a real situation. So to joke about it right now would either be like you saying what side you on, not only saying what side you on, but um, it's kind of, I guess to a degree, it's kind of safe to allude that maybe some of it is true to some of it or something. Because why else would you even be okay with that narrative? Now that
Exactly. You should have
what
stopped
now
it
the
from the
show is out,
beginning.
right? Now the show is out, and niggas still isn't saying like, all right, y'all, look, it wasn't that. Like, and I guess to a degree, if you watch it and know, I guess you're supposed to just take that as what it's supposed to be. But like, it's the no, y'all have to be real about this shit. If this nigga hurt niggas, y'all gotta start being real. Don't play around with it.
Right.
Okay? It's enough
Because
playing going on. Yeah, like it's enough silly shit happening. Let's not play with this shit.
yeah, because
You
this is something that's
like
not funny at
it's
all.
not
And this is
funny,
something that
right?
involves a lot of
This
things, you
nigga could
know.
never get out of jail again in his life. That's not a funny topic. So let's not make it funny.
But
Let's not
you
try
know
to, you
what?
know what I'm
But
saying?
that's the thing right there,
It's nothing
okay? Let
funny
me stop
about
you
it.
right. But that's the thing, though. That's the way society is right now. Look at the new thing about the kid, the rich white kid that or whatever he is. I'm sorry, but he's rich. The one that killed the
Hmm.
CEO of the United for the health
Yo,
insurance thing. Yep.
yeah, yeah. So my thing
Okay.
is, I don't know about
Because
that.
that thing right there
I
is
don't
like they're
know.
making him more famous, and he's
I don't know,
supposedly
bro.
allegedly did this, you know.
I
If he
don't
did this,
know.
why is everybody acting like, oh, okay, he's like the stud? Oh, they wanted to start
Mm,
GoFundMe accounts, which then the GoFundMe company shut those down because they're trying to raise money for this kid and everything like that. Then we find out he's rich and they're like
right, right,
supporting
right.
him.
Yeah, cause
When in
right.
reality, that's a person that's dead because of this kid.
Mm-mm-mm. Man, bro, I don't even.
As soon as
Cause
they
I don't even
arrested
know.
him, okay, as soon as they arrested him, all his memes come. He started
Of
getting
course.
his
Yeah.
followers. Of course, he got increase of followers to subscribe it, following him just to see what's going on. They did all this memes. Everybody's doing memes of this guy and just making some jokes about it. It's like,
Hmm.
but then you
What?
forget he had, yeah, he had guns. He had, they were talking about allegedly he had a silencer and
Hmm.
And again, he was rich, his parents were rich.
Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, listen, I didn't know he was rich. I
Yeah,
don't really. My thing is, I don't really. In that kind of, you saying that the nigga got money, it kind of does. It makes a little sense. It makes a little more sense now. A little, because if you have money, that means you have, pretty much access to whatever you could ever really
right.
want, right?
You get whatever you want,
So
especially
you
yeah.
so you kind of don't really care about, or so you think you don't at the point of time,
But
about, survival. You know what I'm saying? Because they caught the nigga at McDonald's.
right.
He
And
never
that's the thing.
left. He
See,
never
and
did
that's the
anything
thing
else.
though, right
So
there.
I
Again,
don't
everything is
know.
like a joke now because it's like, okay, they're talking about, okay, the McDonald's employee called. It's like, how can, there was a meme say, okay, how can they point out the shooter and they can't even get my order right at McDonald's? And then they're talking about how even Burger King talking about we're not snitches. It's like, come on. Right, we're not snitching or whatever. It's like, okay, now they're making like, okay,
Oh
they're doing
shit!
all this funny shit, which yes, it's funny, but to a point, it's like still, there's a person dead. The thing is,
Right,
the
right.
reason why did he kill this guy? Was it for because of the insurance? How it's not good? Okay, but why would he go to that main guy? The main guy, I mean, he's rich himself. He was
I
rich
don't know.
himself and everything. He was
I
a top
think,
guy. So how would he know that was the guy he needed to go? And how did you locate
yeah,
him that night?
bro, dog. I think this is a psyops. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm saying that right, like, this is just something it's. uh
Yeah,
So the nigga come out, he say, give this whole thing, this whole statement about the the insurance industry being, like a scam or whatever, right? All right, yeah, that's true, right? There's a lot of fraud in that. Um, cool. The only way
it's
I
just
could see a nigga like him caring about something like this is unless clearly he might have been directly affected. A lot of people was like, well, maybe his grandmother or this person, family member passed
right.
away or something. And he wanted to, and I'm like, okay, but I'm like, what if
But
it was some?
again, why
Yeah,
go to that specific the
this is
CEO?
like this is it's a lot of those questions. Okay, how'd you know he was going to be there? How
Right,
did you know
exactly.
you? So you were how old was bro? Is he like 22 or something? 21,
Very
22 or
young,
some
yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
So he's young as hell. He has access to get. I mean, you can get a 3D
Anything.
printer shit. The 3D printing shit. He had a 3D printed gun. All that kind of shit is accessible. I guess if you are aware of, you can kind of get it. So I can accept that low key. But um,
It just doesn't make sense. How would
yeah,
you
you
know
knowing where he was at and
who he
knowing
was
this
and
and
where he was
yeah,
at?
right. You really did all this research to kill this nigga, cuz. I don't know, bro.
I
That
don't
sounds
think
crazy.
so. And that's the thing. But again, we're
I
gonna
don't
have
know.
to wait now. I'm
I don't
just
know.
saying what I think is like you guys made him like you guys are making criminals more popular now than how it
It's
was. It's like we're
society.
portraying them more like we support them. It's like,
Yeah, it's
what the
that's a
hell?
society standpoint. Nick, we ain't personally doing that. That's been happening since the one nigga became a model when he got arrested. That's been happening since the
Yes,
internet has been that way. So
right.
now, or I would say even like a bad baby or somebody else, like since the internet has been this way, that's kind of how that's what's happening. So no matter what you do, if people like what you do, they will support you. This is why I have a lot of disagreements with certain people about certain stuff as it refers to maybe the music industry. You feel me? Because um, niggas will sit and say certain stuff like, "Oh, well, you gotta do all these stuff and you gotta do all these different things." But um, personally, if niggas just like you when they hear about you, they'll just support you. Like, and it happens a lot. niggas doesn't know a lot of these people, but they like what this nigga said. Like when the nigga said gave this statement as to why he killed this nigga, these niggas was like, oh, this nigga clearly is trying to support human
Right.
rights and
Trying
shit.
to do it
So
for
we support that.
right. Because
So
they thought,
now
yes, he's doing it for a good reason. This is the reason
exactly,
why I did it.
exactly,
And they're
exactly,
supporting. And like I said, yeah,
exactly.
they've been trying to go ahead. Now he has fans that want to go ahead and raise money so they could go ahead and hire him. I mean, he has the money to hire the best lawyer
Hmm.
that he can, but still, it's
Yep.
like,
This has been happening since
it's
the
just
cops been
crazy
killing
how
niggas. This has been happening since the cops
society
been
is
killing niggas.
now.
Yep.
Society react, they want to go ahead and do something like that.
No, I mean, like I
You know,
said,
and people are glued to watch it.
this has been happening since niggas been the cops been killing niggas and been like been able to get the money and the funding and the shit behind the scenes. They have to resign, of course, or they may have to whatever, but they completely get the retirement package funded by all these people who support them
Yeah.
in private and shit like that. We gotta like not we gotta understand that like that's what be really happening all in every aspect for real. So I ain't really, surprised that, we're seeing a lot of crazy shit happening like this. It's surprising, but it's not surprising because, look at the year we've had, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, what is this nigga really like, even with Trump? The nigga go try to kill Trump and then they go to his crib or something, right? Or something like, didn't he go to his house or something? Because they killed
Ooh.
him. The nigga who tried
No,
to, you know what I'm saying? The nigga who tried to get Trump.
I don't know
Little
what you're
white
talking
nigga.
about.
The nigga who tried to kill Trump.
Right. I
You know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying?
I don't know about that part.
That nigga went to the crib type shit or something, I think, or something. But they
No,
caught him.
oh,
But they
they
caught
said
him
it was somebody
or
else,
something.
or
Okay, so they killed him though, right? I think they killed him, if I'm not mistaken. It's like
no.
so they didn't kill the nigga. They didn't kill him. I thought they
No.
shot him or something or
I
something.
gotta look at it. I gotta look it up because I can't remember what it was. But
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean,
something had happened with that shit. But I'm really only bringing that up to say, um, you know, where this nigga come from. This nigga, so you thought that you care that much about this shit? You tried to kill this nigga? What are you talking about? It's just kind of would be like, bro, it's real people who be thinking like this for real. It just blow my
well,
mind, like, bro. So the nigga, I don't
well,
know,
the thing
man.
is, at the end of
I
the
don't know.
day,
It just
though,
don't sound. It sounds like I don't know. It just doesn't
no, a
sound
lot of
real.
the thing is that they have a plan. It's something you pre-plan it because obviously, again, like we just said a few times, how do you know who you had to go to and how you know where
Yeah,
he
that
was
was
at? And so a lot of these crimes like this that happen, they know something's going on, so they pre-plan it. Like
right.
you said, it was the whole Trump thing when he was giving his speech over there and he got shot in the ear. That was
Mm-hmm,
planned. So
mm-hmm,
any of these other shooters, from what we know, it's like they have planned this stuff. Okay, there's been reasons
mm-hmm,
behind it. We just need to know why, and it's not just
mm-hmm.
about the healthcare issue. No, it's beyond that because again, he went to the CEO and shot him, and
Right,
now he became famous.
right. And I don't
And
know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really. Like I said, niggas. It's just once these niggas started, killing niggas, and then getting, money for it, funding to support the outcome or whatever happens as a result of them doing what they did. That became room for everybody to do it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
GoFundMe is really famous for fucking over a lot of people as far as payments is concerned. So I see a lot of people probably not even fucking with GoFundMe no more, and they're gonna start going to other places to do whatever they do to help people like this. You know what I'm saying? So when a nigga killed the little white nigga that's on the stand crying and shit, the Rittenhouse nigga or whatever, they gave him like 100K or some shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like they give niggas bread. If they like you, they will give you bread.
that's crazy. That is really crazy.
And they know you need it too, they will give you bread. Like, period. Like, it's happened too many times. So, me personally, Also, the nigga looks like he wearing a mask. You know what I'm saying? So it's all weird. It's all kind of. I'm just. It's like okay, you rich. Okay, so what? Okay, so that means you don't care about your fucking life. You're not gonna even try to leave after killing this nigga on the fucking streets, dog.
So, like he
All
was
this like,
found. Not it didn't take that long to find him.
yeah, like he was in McDonald's, a
Right.
well lit
Like
area
he was just
place.
like whatever, he just went on with his
Probably
day. But
still wearing the
again,
same clothes, everything. Got the
he
pipe
just did
on,
not care
everything.
because again,
You
he
know,
thought because money does help sometimes, but it might not help
no,
every time.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. Like, I mean, in this case, where they caught him taking the mask down and shit like that, that might be a situation to where maybe he was like, you know, wanting to be caught because even going to McDonald's is proving that he wanted to be caught. Honestly, though, I would
Yeah.
say him going to McDonald's maybe is him really probably thinking he's incognito, and then niggas rolling up on him because he might not be thinking everything is going so active.
Thing is,
But I don't know.
again, no, you're right because he might be wanting to get caught because again, the video surfaced and everything like that quickly.
Yeah,
But come on, people were seeing all this. You're
if you
going
going
to
out to do a hit,
McDonald's.
yeah, you going out to do a hit. You going and like you showing your face before you do this. Like I don't know. Like I thought niggas just do hits and that's it, and then they go. So
Right.
I don't know. They just don't sound right. You
That's what
went
I'm
out
saying.
and showed your face. You want to be caught.
We're gonna have
So
to see what happens because this is something interesting too.
I guess
This
he.
it's
It's
like
like, bro, you
everybody
late,
wants
Jay.
to know why. Why all of a sudden you
Bro,
did
you
this?
could have just got a lawsuit together for niggas for certain stuff. You got could have just figured some other shit out,
No,
bro. You sacrificed your whole life for this, bro, and this nigga's life for this. I'm sure a lot of people have passed, but guess what? You know what I'm saying? That's Earth, bro. That's what happens. Insurance is just a byproduct of niggas capitalizing off of certain things, bro. Or sometimes it helps people. I
but the
mean, as
thing
funny as it
is,
sounds,
you
it
don't know
is
what's
what it
going on
is,
in
bro.
people's
Like,
minds.
I
And
guess, but
not
yeah,
everybody
that's a
thinks the
weird one.
same way. And there'll be people that really take it, really hard. Some things that they don't agree with and stuff like this
Right.
happen. Yeah, but
Mm,
we're gonna find out what's going on with all this stuff.
right.
That's something that is out there. People are gonna be watching, and we're gonna see what happens to all this stuff.
Right. I
You
guess we
know,
gotta really just stay prepared, for anything really, because you never know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's always, stay on your toes. Stay best and stay on your toes, man.
yeah. And with that being said, we had a good show tonight. We had good topics. I mean, it was really
Oh yeah,
interesting.
man.
Especially again, the media shows us a lot now. Social media
Right.
shows us. It shows us what we couldn't see before social media, where everybody's
Right.
sharing all this violence, everybody wants to see all this drama,
Right.
and it's distracting us, and
Right.
it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But with that being said, I'd like to go ahead and say thank you to everyone that did show up tonight. Thank you for
Salute.
another show, Dr. Scorpio.
For sure. For sure. Salute.